Setting out for a long day of gorilla tracking, tourists quickly learn that nothing here comes easily.
These animals you are going to see, they are called mountain gorillas, and in most times you find them on top of mountains. So on our way we should expect that we shall be going up and down, up and down.
Maydad, the guide, isn't kidding. They have a long hike ahead of them. The 13 members of the M group were last seen at the far edge of the forest, miles away. A few hours into the hike, the group starts up a steep hill, slick with mud and tangled with vines. Along for the trek is behavioral ecologist and gorilla expert Michelle Goldsmith. She's been doing research on Windi's gorillas for the last 5 years.
If they're in a place with very dense vegetation that they're eating, they won't go very far. Sometimes they'll travel 300, 400 meters in a day. And then if there's maybe a preferred site that they want to visit, they'll travel more than a kilometer.
There are more than 300 gorillas living here, but there are no guarantees the group will see any of them today. However, in time they find gorilla nests and fresh gorilla droppings, good signs. Pushing through the brush, the tourists stop in their tracks. They're being watched. A young gorilla, maybe a couple years old, stands up and makes himself known. The gorillas move off through the brush. The group follows cautiously and tries to sidle up next to the family, while the silverback, the dominant male, rests alone. The group finds a mother with infants.
She's enormous.
They are entertained by young gorillas playing in the branches. The gorillas move again. First the silverback, then the adult female with a baby on board. Followed by several small ones who, it seems, have energy to burn. These apes were habituated in 1993, and every day for the last 9 years they have been visited by small groups of tourists. It's obvious. They've gotten used to people hanging around. The gorilla watchers have time to size up these beautiful creatures. Mostly they seem concerned with eating. They devour leaves, bark, fruit, and grass. While the adults munch, the kids roughhouse. Finally, when the silverback moves off through the forest, yet again, it's time for the group to go. Their 60 minutes is up. There are fewer than 700 of these creatures left on the planet. If effective ways of protecting them aren't found soon, they will vanish from these forests.